Welcome back to Creepy Places in New England, Laura's Grave. We're practically like in another country. We're in Burrillville, Rhode Island, and that's far away. It's some creepy woods, actually. It's actually pretty quiet around here. Okay, the legend of Laura Sherman, or Laura's Grave, is that Laura Sherman was part of a polygamous marriage to a man named Clark Sherman, and there's the whole thing about her being jealous of the other two wives. Now, there were actually 4 burials in here, that's in the town records. So there are 4 people buried here, but there's nothing left except for a wall and this face. Now, if you guys know about certain legends, like Bloody Mary and everything, well, this is one too. Unfortunately, there's several variations. One of it, you have to be out here at midnight, another at 3 a.m., another on a full moon, another anytime. One is, you got to walk around clockwise 13 times calling her name, or walk around 3 times counterclockwise calling her name.
Can you show me?
Yes, we're actually going to do the 13 one. Supposedly when you do it, she's going to come out and she's going to try to bring us somewhere. So here's hoping. Think I should call her her full name, Laura Sherman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, be careful because if you're drunk doing this, you can fall over. Okay. Laura Sherman. Laura Sherman.
But he doesn't have to be drunk to do that.
Laura Sherman. 3. Laura Sherman. 4. Laura Sherman.
Can I just tape you doing it once and put it on endless loop?
No.
Hey.
Laura Sherman. 6. Laura Sherman. 7. Laura Sherman. 8. Laura Sherman. 9. Laura Sherman. 10. It gets easier, by the way. Laura Sherman. Okay. 11. Laura
He can count too.
Sherman. 12. Laura Sherman. 13.
I have a question for you.
What?
It kind of looks like the grave, like that shouldn't have been there originally.
No.
So maybe you should do it 13 times where she was really buried?
Where the hell was she really buried?
I don't know. I can't see.
By the way, are we seeing anyone? Any Laura? So that's kind of like how the legend goes. There's actually really no correct way of how you're supposed to do it. Different times, different ways. Another one, even a variation is it wasn't Laura that's supposed to come out, it's the devil.
Who?
Satan. My father. Well, other than that, there's really not much to this, but we thought we'd give you a kick anyway. We were actually going to try to come out here on a full moon, but we can only do it on Saturdays, and I have no, there's like, next year I think is when the next full moon is on a Saturday. So, it was fun. I'm dizzy. Do you see anyone?
Not yet.
Besides crickets? And as you see, people will come out here. We garbage everywhere. Well, that sucks. Cut. Hey, look, stupid jerk-faced people in the woods. They dump their garbage everywhere.
Boo, hiss.
Yes, hiss, boo. Right here, Steve has a hard-on for this place. It's just pretty much a bunch of dead trees all piled down here, and the moss is growing over it. And Steve really wanted you guys to see it. Plus, there's more garbage. And, as I saw, over here somewhere, see? This place must be a party zone, especially because of the Laura's Grave, which is right over there, so it's really nearby. There's actually a Boy Scout camp right up here, okay? And Laura's Grave is over there. My running theory is it's probably, you know, there probably were the Shermans buried there, but I think it's probably an old camp tale or an old Boy Scout tale to scare the kiddies. You know how grown-ups like to scare the shit out of kids. I do want to mention something. We're going to be these bunch of woods nearby. We actually had trouble finding Laura's grave one time. And so we were looking through the woods at night, by the way. We did go at night. And through these woods, I thought I saw someone standing there. Regardless if it was a human or a ghost, how can I say it? We pretty much got the fuck out. Because especially ghosts don't scare me, but if there's a person that's actually just standing in the middle of these woods, that's scary. Hey, now we're in another cemetery. Now, why are we here? Well, we'll show you in a second, because we're going into this portion of it. But to save on YouTube time, I'll turn it back on once we get there. Yep, that's why we're here. In this cemetery, there's actually, the Shermans are buried here. Ironically, I want to show you something over here. It's going to be kind of hard to see because it needs to be washed and cleaned. So it might be a little hard to see. But this is Laura Sherman. It is not the same Laura because it's kind of hard to see, but she was 3. Oh, actually, you can see that one pretty well. Her name's kind of hard. So I think sometime maybe we'll come back here and wash it off with biocide. I actually saw a YouTube video on how to clean off tombstones. Yeah, good girl. So like the whole legend of like who Laura Sherman is, it is kind of based on fact. Like I said, there's 4 people buried in that plot, and there are Shermans in here, including one named Laura Sherman. But my theory is, besides the whole Boy Scout camp thing, one of the reasons I think people might have seen something there is because, well, there's a lot of drinking, and it's at night, and if you're doing it 13 times, you're going to get dizzy. And so if you're drunk, dizzy, and probably high, look, another Sherman, you're probably going to see something. So, yeah, hopefully someone comes around here and actually wash these off. These are actually, like I said, they're in good condition. Get a little non-ionic biocide, wash these babies off. So